Hello students, good morning. Today we're going to talk about Gokhale Bill 1911. In our last class, we already discussed the resolution of Gokhale Bill, and today we proceed with the main bill. Okay, so let's continue the class, and I think this one is very important for you. So keep the notes which are actually you think that these points are easy for you and important for you, because sometimes some questions will come from inner chapter or inner content. Okay, in your examination. So go to the main point. Okay, so here on 16 March of 1911, Gokhale presented a bill in the Legislative Council to make a stronger fight against the government. The bill, however, was more liberal and humble than the resolutions placed before, and the main objective of the bill was to make primary education free and compulsory in a phased manner. The bill was basically based on the Compulsory Education Act of England of 1830, 1870 and 1876. So here on 16 March of 1911, Gokhale presented a bill. So this is your first main question, that on which day or which specific day Gokhale presented a bill. Okay, so the bill is, however, was more liberal and humble than the resolution placed before. Okay, the main objective of the bill was to make primary education free and compulsory. So sometimes a question will arise that which one is the main objective of the bill. So you may write that to make primary education free and compulsory in a phased manner, it is the main objective of the bill. Okay, and sometimes also one question will arise like the bill was basically based on the Compulsory Education Acts of England of 1870 and 1876. So it is also one type of single mark question. Okay, so let's proceed with the next important clauses of the bill. So important points are important features of the bill. So here the first point is compulsory primary education should be introduced in those areas where a certain percentage of boys and girls of school age was already receiving instruction. Okay, so in those areas where boys and girls already instructed regarding education, how to receive education, on those areas compulsory primary education need to be introduced. Okay, between the age 6 to 10. Next point, that is the percentage of attendance should be fixed by the Governor General in India. So attendance percentage of students should be fixed by the Governor General in Council. Okay, next it should be left to the discretion of local bodies whether to apply the act to certain areas under their jurisdiction or not. So according to the acceptance or ideas, or according to the actually willingness of the local bodies, the government will apply the act in certain areas under their jurisdiction or not. Okay, next, that is local bodies should be given the right to levy education laws to meet the cost of compulsory primary education. Okay, so local bodies should given the right to levy education cess. Regarding tax or education tax, the local bodies take the responsibility to actually meet the cost of compulsory primary education. Okay, local bodies should be given the right to levy the education fees to meet the cost of compulsory primary education. So next, that is expenditure on education was to be shared by the local bodies and provincial government in the ratio of 1:2. Okay, local body 1 and next the provincial government is 2. Okay, so next, that is for the introduction of compulsion of the and previous section of the viceroy and government respectively were necessary. So introduction of compulsion, previous section of the viceroy and government respectively were necessary. These things are very important. Okay, so you may write these things because sometimes it will come in your examination. Okay, so next point, that is compulsory primary education is intended to apply in the first instance only to boys, though later on a local body may extend into girls. So firstly, this actually bill is make for the boys, and secondly it is for the girls. Okay, so compulsory primary education needs to be intended firstly for the boys and later on for the girls. Okay, so next is guardians whose income is less than rupees 10 per month should not be asked to pay any fees for their works. So regarding education, who's the guardians whose income is 10 rupees per month on that time. Okay, so they don't need to pay any fees regarding their children's education. Okay, so these are some small and major points for the bill, and you may write those things because these are actually very important for your class, and it will come in your examination sometimes that which one are whose are actually important points of the bill. So these are some important points, and you need to keep these things in your mind. So till that, thank you. And if you have any doubt regarding this bill, you may ask me in the class as well as in the mobile phone through WhatsApp. Okay, so thank you.